What's going on, friends? Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're having a good day, although it's Monday. Can you really have a good Monday? Unless you're off, vacation or something. But other than that, I think we all agree Mondays generally suck. But that is what it is. Got a lot of stuff to go over. A lot of baseball scores, a lot of softball. They wrapped up their conference tournaments this weekend. They've got their field of 64 set. We'll go over that. Go over the baseball scores, everything that happened this weekend. I got some news items first. Got a lot to get to, so we'll go ahead and dive into it. Before we do, hit that little subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything. Listen to it at work. Listen to it at home. Watch it at home while your wife's watching HGTV. You know how it goes. All right, so remember Jalen Carter? Remember all that mess that happened University of Georgia? The driving recklessly, drag racing, killed a teammate, Devin Willock, and Chandler LaCroix, who worked for Georgia. Turns out, night of the wreck, he was driving with a suspended license. He was suspended from a previous speeding ticket that he never took care of. Meanwhile, Devin Willock, the teammate that died, his father has filed a lawsuit against Georgia. Carter, if I remember right, he got drafted by Philadelphia Eagles. He's making money now, so he may not even give a rat's ass about all this, sadly. But anyway, yeah, he was driving a suspended license, wasn't supposed to be driving in the first place. Former UAB defensive back Jalen Key transfers to Alabama. A lot of Alabama fans are happy about that. They know this guy's pretty good. This is I don't know if you call it a sad story, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess it could be kind of sad. Iowa Wesleyan. Iowa Wesleyan is birthplace of the air raid offense under Hal Mumme and offensive line coach Mike Leach, wide receiver Dana Holgerson, who's head coach at U of H, and quarterback Dustin DeWald. Well, Iowa Wesleyan, where all that started and occurred, closing its doors after 181 years. They cited financial issues and difficulties. That's kind of sad, man. After 181 years of college closing its doors. Their final commencement was on May 6th. Final one ever from that school. But a lot of history there, because around 181 years, but a lot of the history for the football side, too. I mean, the air raid offense was born there, and kind of sad. Kind of sad that that history is going to be gone now. Being an Aggie fan, y'all know how I feel about the way the Aggies play and Jimbo Fisher right now. Jimbo Fisher poked fun at TCU when they lost the national championship game to Georgia. He says, when they got to the SEC, it changed, didn't it? Dude, shut up. You haven't done jack crap. You have one good season that we were all proud of, at least as Aggie fans. Went to the Orange Bowl, beat North Carolina, if I remember right. Since then, you ain't done jack crap. Don't you hate when people who don't do jack crap talk shit? So, yeah, Jimbo, shut up. Worry about your team this year. TCU is a hell of a lot better than you were last year. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I'm really getting tired of this dude. Like I said, I got one toe left on the Jimbo train, and it's slowly slipping off. I say about two losses next fall. I'll be completely off of it. Fired St. John's basketball coach Mike Anderson is suing St. John's for $45.6 million. Says he is owed that money, but the school used it to hire Rick Pitino. Be interesting to see how that's going to play out. Stanford, congratulations to the women's water polo team. Won its 9th national championship. Hey, pretty cool for them, huh? All right, like I said, we got a lot to get to, a lot of scores and stuff, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. Going back, we're going to be doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and yesterday. Thursday baseball, Dayton beat St. Bonaventure 17-3, 5-2 in a doubleheader. North Carolina beat North Carolina State, a little rivalry there. Tar Heels won 9-8. North Carolina's Honeycutt 2-run double, RBI single. Peebles for North Carolina State, 3-run home run. Green hit a 2-run double. Sanford beat Kansas 3-2. Siena beat Mount St. Mary's, Mount St. Mary's 9-4. Oakland beat Purdue Fort Wayne 11-5. Quinnipiac beat St. Peter's 13 innings. BYU beat Pacific 11-8. Anderson for BYU had a 3-run home run. Vest for BYU 3-run triple in that one. Thursday softball, America East, Game 4, UMBC beat UMass Lowell 7-0. Game 5, Albany beat Binghamton 6-0. Maine beat UMass Lowell 1-0. Staying Thursday, the American Athletic Concert, Game 1, Tulsa beat Houston 3-2. Game 2, South Florida beat East Carolina 7-0. Game 3, Central Florida beat Memphis 7-4. Atlantic 10, Game 4, George Mason beat St. Louis 5-2. Game 5, Loyola Chicago beat Dayton 7-1. Game 6, Dayton beat Rhode Island 6-0. Dayton's Kemp, she threw 10 strikeouts, struck out 10 batters. ACC Game 3, Florida State beat Syracuse 4-1. Game 4, Virginia Tech beat Louisville 10-8. Fagan for Virginia Tech hit a 3-run home run in that game. Game 5, Duke beat Georgia Tech 7-1. Duke's Vega, 3-run home run and an RBI single. Watson hit a 2-run home run for Duke in that one. In 8 innings, Game 6, Clemson beat North Carolina 2-1. Atlantic Sun Conference, Game 3, Liberty beat Jacksonville State 4-2. Game 4, North Alabama beat Central Arkansas 2-0. Game 5, Florida Gulf Coast beat Jacksonville State 6-4. Game 6, Central Arkansas beat Austin Peay 10-1. Central Arkansas's Inglekeys? Grand Slam. Nice for her. Big 12, Game 1, Iowa State beat Baylor 8-1. Game 2, Texas beat Texas Tech 7-6. Texas's Dayton, 2-run home run in that one. Love for Texas Tech, though, hit a 3-run home run in that game. Big East, Game 4, UConn beat St. John's 3-2. Game 5, Seton Hall beat Villanova 9-6 in 9 innings. Smith for Seton Hall, 3-run home run and hit 2-run doubles. Game 6, DePaul beat St. John's 8-4. DePaul Sullivan had a 2-run home run in that game. Big Sky, Game 5, Portland State beat Montana 13-0. Frost for Portland, grand slam, nice. Game 6, Weber State beat Sacramento State 7-5. Game 7, Idaho State beat Northern Colorado 8-2. Idaho State's Keno, 2-run home run and an RBI single. Big South Game 1, Campbell beat USC Upstate 11-10 in 8 innings. Campbell's Rodriguez hit 2-run singles, and White hit an RBI triple. USC Upstate, Darnell hit a 3-run double. Johnson hit a 2-run home run. Game 2, Longwood beat Charleston Southern 11-5. Anderson for Longwood, grand slam and a 2-run home run in that one. Big 10, Game 5, Minnesota beat Ohio State 3-2 in 8 innings. Peace for Minnesota, 9 strikeouts for the Gophers. Game 6, Indiana beat Penn State 5-4 in 9 innings. Game 7, Northwestern beat Iowa 3-1. Nader for Northwestern hit a 2-run triple and an RBI single in that game. Game 8, Nebraska beat Illinois 1-0. Colonial Athletic Association, Game 6, Towson beat Delaware 4-2 in 8 innings. Game 7, Hofstra beat UNC Wilmington 9-5 in 9 innings. Hofstra's McKevitt, grand slam in that one. Game 8, Stony Brook beat UNC Wilmington 11-9. Conference USA, Game 5, North Texas beat UAB 3-2. North Texas Gamble, 3-run home run in that game. Game 6, Charlotte beat Florida Atlantic 4-3. Hoffler for Charlotte hit 2 solo home runs in that one. Game 7, Middle Tennessee beat Western Kentucky 7-1. Horizon League, Game 4, Oklahoma beat Green Bay 10-2. Game 4, Oakland beat Green Bay 10-2. Okay, there we go. Game 5, Northern Kentucky beat Robert Morris 2-1 in 8 innings. Game 6, Youngstown State beat Green Bay 9-1. Over in the Ivy League, Game 1, Columbia beat Princeton 3-1. Harvard beat Yale 12-3. Harvard's Fitzpatrick, she hit a 2-run single and an RBI double. Metro Athletic Metro Atlantic Athletic. I'm sorry. Game 4, Mares beat Mount St. Mary's 4-2. Game 5, Consinius beat Fairfield 6-0. Consinius's Fazzoleri, 2-run home run and a solo home run. Geese struck out 12 Fairfield batters. Game 6, Iona beat St. Mary's 1-0. Mid-American Game 1, Ohio beat Central Michigan 2-0. Miller for Ohio, 10 strikeouts in that game. Game 2, Miami of Ohio 8, Ball State 4. Miami of Ohio Spade, 3-run home run and an RBI single. Matthews and Maida for Ball State, each hit RBI singles. Mid-Eastern, Game 5, Maryland Eastern Shore beat Morgan State 11-7. Game 6, Howard beat Norfolk State 5-1. Game 7, North Carolina Central beat Coppin State 10-1. North Carolina Central Jones, she hit a 2-run home run in that game. Missouri Valley, Game 5, Northern Iowa beat Drake 6-2. Northern Iowa's Papilio, 2-run home run and a solo home run. And Hayer struck out 11 batters for Northern Iowa. 12 innings went Game 6. Indiana State beat Murray State 2-1. 15 innings was what Game 7 went. Belmont beat Missouri State 2-1. Belmont, between the pitchers, had 16 strikeouts in that game. Missouri State, between all their pitchers, 13 strikeouts. 29 total strikeouts between the pitchers for each team in that game. Pretty crazy. Mountain West, Game 1, San Jose State beat Fresno State 1-0. Game 2, Nevada beat Colorado State 11-0. Nevada's Jenkins had a 3-run home run. Game 3, San Jose State beat Boise State 6-4. Mountain West, Game 4, San Diego State beat Nevada 5-4. Celis for San Diego State, home run and a 3-run double. Northeast, Game 1, Merrimack beat St. Francis, Pennsylvania 2-1. Game 2, Long Island beat Central Connecticut 4-2. Pomini for Long Island, 3-run double in that game. Pretty impressive. Ohio Valley, Game 4, Tennessee Martin beat SIU Edwardsville 8-5. Long for Tennessee Martin, 3-run home run in that game. But SIU Edwardsville, Rocha, she had a 3-run double. That's pretty impressive. It's like the second or third one I've seen today. Game 5, Eastern Illinois beat Southern Illinois 2-1. Game 6, Tennessee Martin beat Southeast Missouri State 7-0. Tennessee Martin's Bloom, solo home run and a 2-run double. Game 7, SIU Edwardsville beat Southern Indiana 10-3. King for SIU Edwardsville, 2 RBI doubles and 2-run double. Pac-12, Game 2, Utah beat Cal 6-5. Game 3, Washington beat Oregon State 1-0. Game 4, UCLA beat Arizona 4-3. Brady for UCLA in that game, she had a 2-run home run and a solo home run. Stanford, Game 5, Stanford beat Oregon 4-3. Patriot League, Game 1, Boston beat Bucknell 5-1. Game 2, Lehigh beat Army 5-1. SEC, Game 5, Florida beat Kentucky 6-2. Florida's Pollard and Wallace, solo home runs each. But Kentucky's Harrison, she hit a 2-run home run. Game 6, Auburn beat Ole Miss 8-7. Game 7 in 8 innings, South Carolina beat Georgia 2-1. 9 innings, Game 8, Alabama beat Arkansas 3-2. Over in the Southern, Game 4, Eastern Tennessee State beat Furman 6-4. Eastern Tennessee State scored 5 runs in the 5th inning. Game 5, UNC Greensboro beat Western Carolina 1-0. Game 6, Sanford beat Chattanooga 6-5. Game 7, Eastern Tennessee State beat Western Carolina 3-1. Game 8, Mercer 11, Chattanooga 8. Southland Conference, Game 6, Nichols beat Houston Christian 2-1. Poach for Nichols, 2-run home run. Game 7, Lamar beat Northwestern State 5-4. Game 8, Nichols beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi 1-0. Game 9, McNeese beat Southeast Louisiana 6-2. McNeese's Seneca, she hit a 2-run triple in that game. Southwestern Athletic Conference, Game 9, Bethane Cookman beat Texas Southern 2-0. In 10 innings in Game 10, Alcorn State beat Alabama State 6-5. Alcorn State's Edwards, she hit an RBI triple in that one. Game 11, Prairie View beat Gambling 5-2. Summit League, Game 3, South Dakota beat South Dakota State 2-0. Game 4, Omaha beat North Dakota State 5-1. Game 5, South Dakota State beat North Dakota State 10-2. South Dakota State's Williams, 2-run home run in that game. Sun Belt Game 3, South Alabama beat James Madison 4-1. South Alabama's Lackey, 10 strikeouts in that one. Game 4, Marshall beat Coastal Carolina 2-1. Good pitching in that game. Marshall's Nestor, 9 strikeouts. Coastal Carolina's Brabham, 10 strikeouts in that one. Game 5, Texas Tech beat Troy 3-0. Game 6, Louisiana beat UNL Monroe 3-1. Louisiana's Campbell, RBI triple in that one. WAC Conference, Game 5, Grand Canyon beat Stephen F. Austin 14-3. Lopez and Dunkel for Grand Canyon each hit 2-run home runs. Game 6, Seattle beat Utah Tech 3-0. 9 innings win Game 7. Stephen F. Austin beat Cal Baptist 7-6. Though Cal Baptist Lions, she hit a 3-run home run to keep them in it. Game 8, Utah Tech beat UT Arlington 6-4. Let's see here. Going to Friday now. Friday baseball. Number 18 Dallas Baptist beat number 22 UTSA 11-7. Texas Tech beat number 12 West Virginia 5-2. Number 16 Clemson beat Virginia Tech 15-4. Number 7 Florida beat number 5 Vanderbilt 10-0. Fabian for Florida hit 2 2-run home runs in that one. Number 11 Miami beat Pitt 9-8. Morales for Miami 3-run home run. Seems like we always talk about that guy. Number 13 Campbell beat Gardner Webb 4-3. Number 21 Virginia beat Louisville 15-5. 15-5. Virginia's Godbout and Anderson each hit 3-run home runs in that one. Georgia Tech beat number 10 Duke 8-5. De Leo for the Yellow Jackets 3-run home run, and Giesler had a 2-run home run in that victory. Number 1 Wake Forest beat Florida State 10-0. Corona for Wake Forest 3-run home run in that game. 13 innings. Number 9 UConn beat Butler 6-5. Number 23 Tennessee beat number 17 Kentucky 10-6. Minnesota beat number 19 Maryland 10-7. Minnesota's Swinson 3-run double and a solo home run. Number 25 Southern Miss beat UNL Monroe 8-4. Number 14 East Carolina beat Memphis 10-4. Number 8 Coastal Carolina beat South Alabama 8-7 in 10 innings. Number 3 Arkansas beat South Carolina 4-1. Arkansas's Diggs 2-run single and an RBI single. Number 2 LSU beat Mississippi State 12-1. LSU's White and Jobert each hit 2-run home runs, and Skeens does it again for LSU, 13 strikeouts in that game. Number 4 Stanford beat Arizona 9-8. Washington beat number 24 Oregon 14-5. Morales for Washington, solo home run, 2-run double, and an RBI double. UCLA beat number 15 Oregon State 12-5. Vaughn for UCLA, 2-run home run. Going to softball on Friday. Atlantic 10, Game 7. George Mason beat Loyola Chicago 3-0. Game 8, St. Louis beat Dayton 4-3. In 9 innings of Game 9, Loyola Chicago beat St. Louis 7-5. ACC, Game 7, Florida State beat Virginia Tech 9-1. Harding for Florida State, 2-run home run and a 2-run double. Duke beat Clemson in Game 8, 2-0. Atlantic Sun Conference, Game 7, North Alabama beat Liberty 3-1 in 10 innings. Game 8, Central Arkansas beat Florida Gulf Coast 3-1 in 8 innings. And Game 9, Central Arkansas beat Liberty 2-1 in 11 innings. All those games went extended. Big 12, Game 3, Kansas beat Oklahoma State 8-7. Game 4, Oklahoma beat Iowa State 9-0. Oklahoma's Lions, 3-run home run and an RBI single. Texas beat Kansas in Game 5, 9-1. Big East, Game 7, Seton Hall beat UConn 6-4. Smith for Seton Hall had a grand slam. Game 8, Villanova beat DePaul 4-1. Game 9, Villanova beat UConn 4-3. Big Sky Conference, Game 8, Portland State beat Weber 7-1. Martinez for Portland State, 2-run home run and an RBI double in that game. Game 9, Northern Colorado beat Portland 5-0. Big South, Game 3, USC Upstate beat Charleston Southern 4-2. Dominique for USC Upstate, solo home run and an RBI double. Game 4, Campbell beat Longwood 5-1. Game 5, Longwood beat USC Upstate 5-4. Big 10, Game 9, Indiana beat Minnesota 5-3. Indiana's Minnick, 2-run home run. Stone and Copland hit solo home runs in that one. Game 10, Northwestern beat Nebraska 8-0. Northwest's Cochran, 2-run double. Cody had a 2-run single. Big West, Cal State Northridge beat UC Santa Barbara 3-2, 8-1 and a doublehitter. Cal Poly and UC San Diego split their doublehitter. UC Riverside beat Bakersfield 6-0, 7-2 doublehitter. Long Beach State beat Cal State Fullerton 3-2. UC Davis beat Hawaii 6-1, 5-2 doublehitter. In the Colonial Athletic Association, Game 9, Towson beat Hofstra 2-1. Game 10, Stony Brook beat Delaware 1-0. Game 11, Hofstra beat Stony Brook 9-8. Conference USA, Game 8, Florida Atlantic beat UAB 5-3. Game 9, North Texas beat Charlotte 4-3. Christensen for North Texas, solo home run and an RBI single. Game 10, Middle Tennessee beat Florida Atlantic 2-1. Game 11, Middle Tennessee beat Charlotte 6-5. Horizon League, Game 7, Youngstown State beat Robert Morris 2-0. Game 8, Northern Kentucky beat Oakland 4-2 in 8 innings. Game 9, Oakland beat Youngstown State 2-0. Ivy League, Game 3, Harvard beat Columbia 7-2. Welsh for Harvard, she hit a 3-run home run. Game 4, Princeton beat Yale 2-0. And Game 5, Princeton beat Columbia 8-4. Told you we got a lot. Metro Atlantic, Game 7, Marist beat Canisius 6-5. Game 8, Iona beat Fairfield 2-0. Game 9, Canisius beat Iona 4-2. Mid-American, Game 3, Central Michigan beat Ball State 4-1. Game 4, Miami of Ohio beat Ohio 8-4. Game 5, Ohio beat Central Michigan 7-2. Ohio's Hoffner in that game, 2-run triple and an RBI single. Mid-Eastern Athletic, Game 8, Howard beat Maryland Eastern Shore 5-1. Game 9, Coppin State beat Howard 3-0. Missouri Valley, Game 8, Southern Illinois beat Illinois State 5-1. Game 9, Indiana State beat Northern Iowa 1-0. Game 10, Southern Illinois beat Belmont 4-3. Mountain West, Game 5, San Diego State beat San Jose State 7-0. Barbara for San Diego State, she hit a solo home run and an RBI single. In 8 innings, Game 6, Boise State beat Nevada 4-3. Game 7, San Jose State beat Boise State 2-1. Northeast, Game 3, Merrimack beat Long Island 3-2. Game 4, St. Francis, Pennsylvania beat Central Connecticut 2-1. Game 5, Long Island beat St. Francis, Pennsylvania 7-3. Long Island's Polamini, 3-run home run in that game. Ohio Valley, Game 8, Southeast Missouri State beat Tennessee State 4-2. Game 9, SIU Edwardsville beat Southeast Missouri 4-0. Game 10, Eastern Illinois beat Tennessee Martin 1-0. Game 11, SIU Edwardsville beat Tennessee Martin 4-2. Pac-12, Game 6, Utah beat Washington 8-4. Jimenez for Utah, 2-run double and a solo home run. Game 7, UCLA beat Stanford 1-0. Patriot League, Game 3, Boston beat Lehigh 8-3. Game 4, Army beat Bucknell 6-2. Game 5, Army beat Lehigh 6-2. SEC, Game 9, Tennessee beat Florida 4-0. Millay for Tennessee, 2-run home run. Rogers struck out 8 batters. Game 10, South Carolina beat Auburn 3-2. Game 11, Tennessee beat Alabama 7-6. Tennessee's Bote, grand slam, nice. And then Taylor hit a 2-run home run for the Balls. Southern, Game 9, UNC Greensboro beat Sanford 2-1 in 9 innings. Game 10, Mercer beat East Tennessee State 4-3. Game 11, Sanford beat Mercer 2-1. Southland Conference, Game 10, Lamar beat Nicholls State 5-4. Lamar's Needenthal, 3-run home run. In 5 innings, Game 11, Southeast Louisiana beat Lamar 8-0. Southwestern Athletic Conference, Game 12, Alcorn State beat Bethane Cookman 1-0. Grambling, in Game 13, beat Alcorn State 6-5 in 8 innings. Game 14, Prairie View A&M beat Grambling 8-7. Summit League, Game 6. Omaha beat South Dakota 14-2. Omaha led 9-0 after the second inning. They weren't playing around that game. Game 7, South Dakota State beat South Dakota 3-0. South Dakota State's Nishi, 10 strikeouts. Sweet. Sunbelt, Game 7. Marshall beat South Alabama 3-2. Game 8, Louisiana beat Texas State 4-1. West Coast, BYU beat St. Mary's 1-0. San Diego beat Loyola Marymount 2-0. WAC Conference Game 9, Grand Canyon beat Seattle 4-2. Game 10, Stephen F. Austin beat Utah Tech 2-0. Game 11, Seattle beat Stephen F. Austin 10-9. Going to Saturday now, baseball. Number 23, Tennessee beat number 17, Kentucky 10-7. Number 1, Wake Forest beat Florida State 7-3. Number 10, Duke beat Georgia Tech 6-5. Number 9, UConn beat Butler 7-6. Pitt beat number 11, Miami 7-4. Number 8, Coastal Carolina beat South Alabama 14-11. It's a good offense in that one. Or poor defense, whichever you prefer. Number 14, East Carolina beat Memphis 10-3. Number 12, West Virginia beat Texas Tech 17-2. Number 25, Southern Miss beat UL Monroe 19-0. Number 13, Campbell beat Gardner-Webb 7-0. Number 20, Boston College beat Villanova 11-9. Number 4, Stanford beat Arizona 9-2. Number 19, Maryland beat Minnesota 14-5. Number 7, Florida beat number 5, Vanderbilt 6-2. Number 21, Virginia beat Louisville 4-1. Number 16, Clemson beat Va-Tech 9-8. Mississippi State beat number 2, LSU 9-4. Number 6, South Carolina beat number 3, Arkansas 3-1. Number 15, Oregon State beat UCLA 6-4. Washington beat number 24, Oregon 18-8. Had some upsets in that top 25 on Saturday. All right, Saturday, softball. American East Championship. UMBC 9, Albany 3. UMBC slot, 3-run home run. Petty had a solo home run for Albany. So there you go for the American East. American Athletic Championship. Central Florida beat Tulsa 9-1. Williams for Central Florida, 2-run home run. And Searcy, 2-run triple. Not bad. Atlantic 10 Championship. Loyola Chicago beat George Mason 3-2 in 8 innings. That forced a championship game. That one went on to 10 innings where George Mason beat Loyola Chicago, reversed it 6-3. ACC Championship, Florida State beat Duke 2-1. Kerr had an RBI double for Florida State. Atlantic Sun Championship, Central Arkansas beat Northern Alabama 3-1. That forced the championship game. Central Arkansas came back and beat North Alabama 6-0. Big 12 championship game. Oklahoma beat Texas 6-1. OU's Lee had a solo home run. Britta had an RBI double, and she also scored on a wild pitch. Martinez for Texas, only points, solo home run. Big East Championship, Seton Hall beat Villanova 6-1. Seton Hall's Gilbert, solo home run and an RBI single. Villanova didn't score their 1 point until the 6th inning. Not a good showing. Big Sky Championship went down to 2 games. The first game, Northern Colorado beat Idaho State 3-2 in 8 innings. Championship game, Northern Colorado beat Idaho State 5-3. Winslow for North Carolina, 2-run triple. Idaho State's Robinson, she hit her 2-run double. Big South, Longwood beat Campbell 3-0. That forced a second game for the championship, where Campbell beat Longwood 7-5. McLean and Swinney hit 2-run singles for Campbell. Anderson and DeVivi hit RBI doubles for Longwood. Big Ten championship game. Northwestern beats Indiana 2-1. Northwestern's Nelson RBI single. Big West, UC Riverside beat Cal State Bakersfield 4-3 in 8 innings. Cal State Northridge beat UC Santa Barbara 9-5 in 8 innings. Cal Poly beat UC San Diego 1-0. Long Beach State beat number 25 Cal State Fullerton 5-0, then 1-0, winning the championship, the Big West Championship. Colonial Athletic Association, Hofstra beat Towson 6-4. Forced the second game for the championship, where Hofstra beat Towson again 5-4. Conference USA Championship, 12 innings. Middle Tennessee beat North Texas 3-2. Horizon League Championship, Oakland beat Northern Kentucky 4-2. That forced the second game for the championship, where Northern Kentucky beat Oakland again 2-1. Ivy League Championship, Princeton beat Harvard 6-0. That forced the second game for the championship. Harvard said no, came back, won that game 3-2. Metro Atlantic Athletic Association Championship. Why don't they just call themselves conferences? It'd be a lot simpler. Marist beat Canisius 6-2. Mid-American Championship, Miami of Ohio beat Ohio 6-2. Mid-Eastern Athletic, Coppin State beat North Carolina Central 6-5. Forced the second game for the championship, where North Carolina Central beat Coppin State 6-2. They were another ones that said, no, enough of that. Missouri Valley Championship, Southern Illinois beat Indiana State 10-2. Mountain West, San Diego State beat San Jose State 8-0. Decker for San Diego State, solo home run and an RBI single. Northeast Conference Championship, Long Island beat Merrimack 7-5. Championship, that championship game would be played Sunday. The next day, we'll go over that score. Long Island, though, they scored 3 runs in the top of the 6th inning to win that game. Ohio Valley Championship, Eastern Illinois beat SIU Edwardsville 2-0. Pac-12 Championship, Utah beat UCLA 7-4. Utah's Morris, 2-run home run. Davison, a solo home run. Nelson, a 2-run double in that game. UCLA's Jordan hit a 2-run home run. Patriot League, Boston beat Army 2-0. Net had an RBI single, and Coker stole home for Boston. SEC Championship, Tennessee beat South Carolina 3-1. Broken Bro, 2-run single for the Volunteers. Southern Conference Championship, UNC Greensboro beat Samford 7-6. Southland Conference Championship, McNeese beat Southeast Louisiana 1-0. And that came with Rainier hitting a walk-off home run in the 8th inning to win it for McNeese. Southeast Louisiana, 7 hits. Nope, couldn't get by across home plate, and 2 errors in that game. Sunbelt Conference, Louisiana beat Marshall 1-0. Allreed, solo home run for Louisiana, and Landry struck out 11 Marshall batters. West Coast Conference, St. Mary's beat BYU 2-0 in a doubleheader. Loyola Marymount and San Diego split their doubleheader. Western Athletic Conference Championship, Grand Canyon beat Seattle 10-2. Rogers, Fitfield, Brainstrom for Grand Canyon all hit 2-run home runs there. Sun Northeast Conference Championship, Long Island beat Merrimack 4-2. That was on Sunday to win their conference championship. Going now to Sunday baseball. That'll be it. Number 19, Maryland beat Minnesota 15-9. Butler beat number 9, UConn 11-8. Number 11, Miami paid Pitt back and beat them 5-4. Number 20, Boston College beat Villanova 12-3. Number 12, West Virginia beat Texas Tech 5-3. Number 21, Virginia beat Louisville 8-3. Florida State beat number 1, Wake Forest 4-3. Vincent for Florida State had an RBI double on that one. Number 7, Florida beat number 5, Vanderbilt 6-2. Langford for Florida, 2-run home run, solo home run, and an RBI double. Nice game for him. Number 17, Kentucky beat number 23, Tennessee 10-0. Gardner-Webb beat number 13, Campbell 4-2. Number 25, Southern Miss beat Louisiana Monroe 6-2. Number 3, Arkansas beat number 6, South Carolina 5-1. Georgia Tech beat number 10, Duke 8-5. Despigna, again, 3-run home run for Georgia Tech. Compton had a solo home run and an RBI double for the Yellow Jackets. Number 14, East Carolina beat Memphis 11-7. Let's see if I can say his name. Markarwiz, I think that's how you say it, for East Carolina. Hit 2-run home runs in that game. Number 18, Dallas Baptist beat number 22, UTSA 9-6. UTSA left 14 men on base in that game. 10 innings, Mississippi State beat number 2, LSU 14-13. Mississippi State's Jordan, 3-run home run and an RBI single. Alfred had a 2-run home run. Hines hit a 2-run double for the Bulldogs. For the Tigers, Jobert, 3-run home run and a 2-run single. Not too bad for him. Morgan, 2-run home run and a solo home run. Number 8, Coastal Carolina beat South Alabama 16-10. Washington beat number 24 Oregon 11-5. Snyder for the Huskies, 3-run home run. Simpson had a 2-run double. Clayton, solo home run and scored on a wild pitch. On the Oregon side, Walsh had a 2-run home run. Cali hit a solo home run. Number 16, Clemson beat Vatech 9-6. Number 15, Oregon State beat UCLA 21-5. Man. Bazana for Oregon State, grand slam and an RBI single. Guerrera hit a 3-run double and an RBI single for the Beavers. Not all bad for UCLA. Gorsuch hit a 2-run home run, and Hawking hit a 2-run double. Shame they couldn't do more of that. 10 innings, Arizona 21. Number 4, Stanford 20. Freaking football game. All right, here we go. Keep up. Romero for Arizona, grand slam. Davis and Lorena hit 3-run home runs each. White hit a 3-run home run and an RBI double. Davis hit a 2-run triple for the Wildcats. For Stanford, Bowser, grand slam. Rios, 3-run home run, 2-run home run, and solo home run, plus a 2-run double and an RBI single. So some guys in that game, that's kick-ass game. All right, so some of the other scores from baseball notable. Houston beat Tulane 17-11. Bryant beat Binghamton by 1. Central Florida beat Cincinnati 9-7. St. Joseph's beat Rhode Island 6-5 in 10 innings. Notre Dame beat Akron 2-1. Queens, North Carolina beat Bellarmine 11-0 in 7 innings. Queens and North Carolina really coming on the last couple of weeks here. Stetson beat Jacksonville 6-5. Austin Peay beat Lipscomb 6-5 in 11 innings. Jacksonville State beat Central Arkansas 6-5. Oklahoma State beat Kansas State 12-2. TCU beat Baylor 10-4. Indiana beat Purdue 10-2. Iowa beat Michigan State 5-1. Michigan beat Northwestern 15-5. Delaware beat Towson 12-0. Florida Atlantic beat Vatech 12-11, 10 innings. Youngstown State beat Northern Kentucky 17-13. Harvard beat Yale 11-1. Marist beat Fairfield 15-14. Western Michigan beat Ohio 14-3. Air Force beat San Diego State 16-10. Stonehill beat Maryland Eastern Shore 13-2. Coppin State beat Delaware State 16-11. Central Connecticut beat Long Island 14-2. Little Rock beat Tennessee Tech 11-10 in 10 innings. USC beat Arizona State 5-1. Washington State beat Cal 7-1. Army beat Lafayette 15-6 and then 5-1 doubleheader. Bama beat Texas A&M 11-0. Missouri beat Georgia 5-4. Western Carolina beat Citadel 17-9. New Orleans beat Incarnate Word 15-5. Florida A&M beat Bethune Cookman 5-4 in 10 innings. Arkansas Pine Bluff beat Grambling 18-8. South Dakota State beat Northern Colorado 7-6, 18-7 doubleheader. Omaha and North Dakota State split a doubleheader. Appalachian State beat Arkansas State 16-4. Old Dominion beat James Madison 8-5 in 11 innings. Georgia State beat Georgia Southern 16-5. Louisiana beat Texas State 8-3. Santa Clara beat Portland 21-10 in 10 innings. Sam Houston beat UT Arlington 13-3. Abilene Christian beat Tarleton 12-1. Like we said, the 64-team softball bracket is set. We're not going to go over all those teams, but we are going to do is go to the top seeds and some interesting games coming up. Number 1 was Oklahoma. They only lost 1 game this year. Number 2 is UCLA. They only lost 5. Number 3 was Florida State. Number 4, Tennessee. Number 5, Alabama. Number 6, Oklahoma State. Number 7, Washington. Number 8, Duke. Number 9, Stanford. Number 10, LSU. Number 11, Arkansas. Number 12, Northwestern. Number 13, Texas. Number 14, Georgia. Number 15, Utah. Number 16, Clemson. Weird not seeing Florida and the Arizona schools hosting a regional. I mean, this is crazy. Oklahoma, number 1. They're looking to become the second team to three-peat since they've been playing softball. UCLA did it in 1988, 89, and 90. Oklahoma, they could do it. I mean, they got a damn good team, only lost one game. That's a hell of a record. And then they've won 5 national championships since 2016, so they could do it. Interesting games Friday. Norman Regional. We talked about Oklahoma. They're going to be playing Hofstra. Hofstra's a good team. I'm not going to say they're going to win that regional, but they could give a lot of these teams, some of those teams that regional trouble. Hofstra's a good team. As is Grand Canyon. They played number 2 UCLA Friday in the Los Angeles regional. Not saying Grand Canyon's going to win that regional, but they could cause some trouble. Tallahassee regional. South Carolina versus Central Florida is interesting. In the Washington regional, Minnesota versus McNeese. I've seen a couple of Minnesota games this year. Played real well. That game last weekend, the weekend before, they have Michigan buried. Michigan came back, but Minnesota held on to win that game. McNeese, conference champions. They can make some noise in that regional. George Mason versus number 8 Duke. That could be interesting in the Durham regional. Stanford regional. Long Beach State, conference champions, playing number 9 Stanford. Could get interesting. Texas State versus Texas A&M in the Texas regional. That could be interesting just because there's 2 Texas schools. Ole Miss versus Baylor in the Utah regional. That could be interesting. And then UNC Greensboro at number 16 Clemson in the Clemson regional. UNC Greensboro, not a bad team. So it's just some interesting games for Friday. And then you got Saturday and all that, and all stuff wraps up on Sunday. Monday sucks, but stay busy. And the weekend will be here soon. Be back sometime later this week to go over baseball. Softball stuff doesn't get started till Friday. Anyway, stay busy, be safe, and we'll see you next time.